I thought first half we set the game back about 20 years, both teams. Felt sorry for our fans that were here. Glad it wasn't on TV. So that's all good. Then the third quarter, we let them go off and score 31 points, which isn't a real good formula for success. And then fourth quarter, we fortunately hit some shots and got our mojo and got some stops on the defensive end. We're able to, make some big threes. Mimi Collins obviously stepped up really big, had a great game for us, and Saai Rivers as well. Again, wasn't always pretty, but this team has seemed to be able to find a way to win most of the time. So just glad to get that behind us, and now you kind of wipe the slate and we start a new season this week. So hopefully we can go over there and play the way we're capable of.
Good questions.
What was the message, I guess, between the third and fourth quarter? It seemed like...
Yeah, I mean, again, we wanted to try to, we have a tendency sometimes to stand around on offense, settle for jump shots. We were trying to, try to get a piece of the paint, get the ball inside, and then maybe from there, if you can kick it out and then get a spot up three or whatever. And then just, hey, we've worked so hard all year long, and you don't want to just throw it out the window right here. So, again, some point you got to dig deep, and, some people would say, oh, that's putting pressure on them. Hey, it's going to be pressure. We go over to Greensboro. It's going to be pressure in the NCAA tournament. Got to be able to step up and handle it. And again, I'm proud of them. They were able to do that in the fourth quarter.
I was going to say, is it good to have a game like this in a scenario where Wake Forest comes back and you can put them away?
No, it's never good to have a game like this. I was hoping we'd play well for 40 minutes, and you could make an argument we played well for 10 minutes. So, again, gotta hope, we were hoping to build some momentum here. Obviously, we had a big game Thursday night with a lot on the line, and I know there's, coaches talk about big game, next game, and having a letdown and things like that, but this time of year, you just can't afford that. We're fixing to get into the regiment where it's, you lose, you go home. So we need to be playing well and like I said, putting 40 minutes together.
When you have a rough start like that, and it seems like not a team can buy a bucket, how helpful is it to have that senior leadership on senior day to be able to at least kind of sort of stay the course?
Yeah. Again, I mean, this team's won 3 overtime games. They've had a lot of games that could have slipped away, and they found a way to get it done. So hopefully we can draw on that as we move forward. But, we kind of, the last quarter went back to mostly veterans, and, I thought they, I got confidence in them, trust them to close out a game.
Speaking of your senior leadership, fourth game it was announced Madison Hayes coming back for another year. Was there any mystery to that? Did you always know that she was going to come back for another year? And how excited are you to have her back for another year?
I mean, nowadays everything's a mystery. Okay, like I said, I used to sit in church, and when we had a lull in the action, I'd be doing my depth chart on the bulletin. You don't do that anymore. You don't know who's coming, who's going. Obviously, we're excited to have Madison back, and even though today wasn't one of her better days, she's been so critical for us all year long. She's been, I call her a glue player. I mean, she rebounds, she defends, she knocks down threes, does a lot of things for us. So, definitely glad to have her back and give us a little bit more veteran leadership. But I knew there was a chance she'd come back, but no, I'm not going to say that I was 100% confident. I wasn't headed to Vegas or anything with it.
With a double bye going into the tournament, what's your schedule look like for the next few days?
Yeah, I mean, good question. Tomorrow's pretty much off. We do have a meeting tomorrow afternoon that's more of an educational meeting about gambling. Now that the state of North Carolina is fixing to open that up. And I wonder what's that going to do to a coach now. If you don't cover the spread, are you going to, is the coach going to be getting death threats now? So, oh boy, one more thing to think about. But, nah, we'll talk, tomorrow will be that. Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll practice here at home, I need to try to limit the time some because it's gonna be, you know, you gotta hope and prepare for playing 3 games, you know, over there. So try to keep Tuesday and Wednesday fairly brief here at home, maybe an hour and 15 or so. And then we'll leave Wednesday after practice. Thursday, we'll get 30 minutes in the arena. So we'll shoot a whole bunch of shots in 30 minutes and then go to another court for maybe an hour or so. But even at that point, we're not going to really know who we're playing yet. We do know it's probably going to be either Duke or Florida State, which, you know, a team that we beat in overtime and a team that we split with. So that's the tough part about a double bye. You don't get to ease in with a cupcake. You jump right into somebody really, really good. So we'll have that. I do like the time slot. I mean, play at 5 o'clock on Friday, so not too early, not too late. And, you know, if you're fortunate enough to win, I think 2:30 maybe on the following day, so not too bad of a, you know, bounce back. So, yeah, I mean, again, I want to always over-prepare and go over everything a million times, but now can't do it, you know, with this week we got ahead of us.
What can you say about the performance of Saai these last 2 games? She scored back-to-back 20-point games and making those buckets in clutch time.
Yeah, you know, Saai is doing a whole lot of things well. You know, I try to peek at the conference rankings, both team and individual, every week, just to kind of see if I'm missing something. And, you know, I start looking at it. Sanai's ranked in steals, I think maybe assists. Obviously, you know, she's scoring the ball for us, rebounding. She's doing it all. And you got to give her a lot of credit for being an all-around player. And again, you know, I think our strength is our team. I mean, we got, you know, a lot of people that on a given day can step up and carry us. But at the same time, Saai has been somebody pretty consistent for us.
Do you have anything else for Coach? Okay, thanks, y'all.